Welcome to an explosive recap of the WTF is podcast. Today, host Nikhil Kamath dives deep into the future of education, wealth, and entrepreneurship with three absolute heavyweights. We have Gaurav Munjal, the co-founder and CEO of Unacademy. Joining him is Ronnie Screwvala, the visionary founder of upGrad and UTV. Rounding out the panel is Jay Kotak, the co-head of Kotak 811. Kicking things off, the guests share their wild origin stories. Gaurav talks about growing up middle class in Jaipur, where seeing Bill Gates in the newspaper at age 12 inspired him to code. Furthermore, his rebellious streak led him to build blogs in college that pulled in $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Eventually, Unacademy was born as a YouTube channel with his co-founder, Roman, but Gaurav reveals it took them 4 years and over 10 pivots to finally hit revenue product market fit in 2019. Shifting gears to Ronnie, he built his empire without the luxury of venture capital. Coming from a lower middle-class background in Mumbai, his parents made it clear they could not bail him out. Consequently, he started a cable TV company in 1978, wiring up the city before moving into media and movies to build a massive business-to-consumer brand. Ronnie firmly believes that going against the grain and enduring skepticism is exactly where massive value gets created. On the other hand, Jay Kotak grew up watching his family build a massive financial empire. After earning his undergraduate degree in the USA and his MBA at Harvard, his father convinced him to return home. Jay notes that the economic shift happening in India right now is a once-in-a-century opportunity that simply cannot be ignored. Building on that point, the conversation transitions into the concept of soft power and sports. While America dominates global culture through Hollywood and Silicon Valley, Jay points out that India has its own massive cultural engines. He argues that fast-paced, high-intensity sports like kabaddi are perfectly positioned to capture modern attention spans alongside cricket. Next, Nikhil throws a massive debate onto the table regarding work-life balance. Gaurav emphatically states that he hates balance, arguing that you must go all in to build something truly world-changing. Conversely, Ronnie and Jay push back, arguing that over an 80-year lifespan, balance is absolutely essential for sustained success and mental health. Diving right into the core topic of education, Nikhil questions whether an online platform can ever replace the powerful alumni network of an Ivy League college. Jay admits his Harvard MBA was incredibly valuable, specifically because of the people he met. However, Gaurav counters this by pointing to digital platforms like Roblox. He explains that gamified peer-to-peer virtual spaces are already becoming the new social hubs for millions of kids, proving that highly engaging online experiences can rival physical interactions. Adding to this, Ronnie redefines the traditional concept of soft skills, upgrading them to the title of super skills. He emphasizes that in today's unpredictable world, the ability to spot a problem before it happens is infinitely more valuable than just solving it. Moreover, Nikhil agrees, noting that modern tech giants no longer care about formal degrees, but rather focus on raw capability and adaptability. Naturally, the discussion turns to the alleged winter in the education technology sector. Gaurav fiercely defends the industry, pointing out that offline test prep alone is a massive 20,000 crore rupee market just waiting to be fully digitized. Echoing this optimism, Ronnie insists that a drop in venture capital funding does not erase the massive global demand for reskilling. He praises bootstrapped companies like PhysicsWallah for proving that you do not need billions of dollars to build a highly profitable, impactful education business. Pivoting briefly to macroeconomics, Jay and Nikhil dissect recent government tax policies like the LRS and TCS regulations. While the rules seem complex, Jay explains they are largely designed to plug tax loopholes rather than stifle growth. Ultimately, Nikhil remains incredibly bullish, stating that foreign capital is desperately waiting for the right moment to flood into the Indian market. Wrapping up the episode, Nikhil asks the panel for their final predictions on the future of learning. Ronnie advises founders to ignore the rearview mirror and focus on expanding access for the have-not. Meanwhile, Jay emphasizes the importance of lifelong learning and surrounding yourself with brilliant people. Taking a radically tech-driven stance, Gaurav demands that founders dream bigger, predicting that AI and robotics will completely obliterate our current models of education within the next 5 years. Finally, Nikhil closes with a provocative thought, suggesting that moving away from strict nuclear family conditioning and returning to community-driven organic learning might be the ultimate key to raising the next generation of innovators. And that wraps up our high-energy breakdown. Stay hungry, keep building, and we'll catch you on the next recap.